This call is being recorded.
I worked hard to get us included in that. A lot of things are important.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Got somebody on the line. Moving kind of slow. I got off work late. But hey, it's still good. We about to kick it. We about to drop some. Can I ask who I'm on the line with? Hello?
Mr. Thornton.
Say again?
Mr. Thornton.
Oh, this is Mr. Thornton.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I must be really blessed, man. What's going on?
Not much, man. I was just coming to check you out.
All right, cool. Well, we're about to jump it off. I'm running a little bit late, man. This day, I get to actually watch The Flash with my kids. They like The Flash. Well, actually, I like The Flash. And I'm kind of happy my kids like The Flash. So we sit down and we check it out together. And so I got home late, so I ain't had time to even sit down and deal with all this. But I'm loving it. And I'm really glad because it's going to be a good conversation. I know that now. Boom. Oh, man, what's going on? Come on. Edit. All right. Copy. What, as the old people would say, what in blazes is going on? All right, cool. All right, so we're about to hit it up. So on the show, I have two lines open. I got the phone line, and I also have the show line. So I'm about to start the show up, and we'll get the conversation going.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
Tim, somebody else on the line.
Yes. Huh?
Somebody else is on
Oh,
the line.
who else on the line? Hold on. I got to change mics.
John Smith. Society 2, baby.
Hold on. Who else on the line?
Society
Go ahead.
2.
Oh, what's up? What's up, Jonathan? Give me a second.
What's up,
the Bull. What's been going on? What's going on in Chicago, my man?
Nothing major, man. We got same old. They trying to the governor trying to shut down Chicago State.
Wow.
Yeah, he said that it's eating up unnecessary money. You know, we got a government shutdown. They haven't had a budget passed since June, so you know they making money off of this budget shutdown. Him and Mike Madigan. So I already knew this was gonna happen when they got the man up in there. So and plus, we as black people didn't vote. We didn't vote, so that's another reason why he won. And people start seeing the significance of voting in Illinois. Not just that, you know. We got to start voting in the primary so we can have better selections when it comes to politics. And I don't think people.
Right.
I mean, because if it had been a black candidate running for governor or mayor, they'd have been all up on that. And I don't feel like that's that. Why we got to wait till we get a black candidate like somebody like Obama to really say we gonna vote? You know, that's totally. I think that's totally. Yes, there are good candidates out here. We just gotta make up our mind and vote and do our research. So we got a lot of crises going on in Chicago. Crime rate has went up to over 80% now. So it just went up by 18%. So we got a high crime rate out here in Chicago. So, I mean, it's getting worse. It ain't getting better out here. It's getting worse.
Wow.
That's all I can say. It's getting worse, man. You know, hey, can't do nothing about changing the community until we step up and when it comes to voting and when it comes to times like these, we gotta know what we're doing and what we're in for, and that's one thing that we as a black community didn't pay attention to. So we suffer. That's what
All right, hold on, Jonathan. Hold on. All right, y'all. This is Brother Hatim coming at you live and direct. For some reason, my music is not going up. So we're going to just kick it live anyway. I can't get the sound effects or nothing. But, hey, we up. Right now I'm joined by brother, I call him the Thundering Thornton, because he's a very wise man, and he has a special effect on children and a multi-talented person. We also joined by Brother Jonathan out of Chicago, Society's Truth. Anybody out there that want to join the conversation, because we're about to kick it. You know, we're going to talk about these chickens coming home to roost. We're going to really, really look at some of these folk tales, because like I said, man, all these stories aren't just for kids. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors left this crystallized wisdom here for us to pick up, to find, and to discuss. So those of you that want to join the best part of the conversation, see, because some of y'all are just listening right now to me. This is not the best part of the conversation. The best part of the conversation happens at 614-556-4535. Where you get on the line and you can join Brother Leroy Thornton and Brother Jonathan as we kick it live and discuss these ideas. All right? So, because I'm running late, I'm going to jump right into it. I ain't going to jump into the news, but I do got to make an announcement. Now, check this out. Now, y'all know that Gye-Nyame is doing the energy thing. We are doing the ambient energy thing, and I know everybody out there is looking for free energy. So go to our Facebook page, or you can directly hit me up at 614-594-9422, or you can just email me, or you could inbox me here. It doesn't matter. But we have a rate of 5.7 cents per kilowatt hour. We also will be able to do gas in Ohio, in Columbus, Ohio. So the goal is to get about 250 people supporting us as we serve them and help them save money. And then some of y'all are going to be able to get that free energy, because if you get 14 people up under you, it's on and popping for you. But now, without further ado and no music, let's get to the story. It is called The Bull, the Lioness, and the Wild Boar Hunter. Now, this story was very short. This one and next week's story, actually, we moving into a bunch of real short but powerful ones. Now, I want y'all to listen to this, because I want y'all to remember, Aesop was in a very similar situation that we are in America. You know what I'm saying? He had just, in a sense, gained his freedom, and he gained his freedom through his wisdom and his skill. And now he's trying to pass on his knowledge, but he has to be very careful in how he passes on the knowledge, because you can't just come straight out and talk against the powers that be in a lot of cases, because if you do, you end up being suffered. All right, so let me go and read this, and then we're going to get into the conversation. So those that want to join the conversation, remember, hit us up at 614-556-4535. Once again, that's 614-556-4535. A bull, finding a lion cub asleep, gored him to death with his horns. The lioness came up and bitterly lamented the death of her whelp. A wild boar hunter, seeing her distress, stood at a distance and said to her, "Think how many men there are who have reason to lament the loss of their children, whose deaths have been caused by you." All right, one more time, because I want y'all to catch this, right? A bull, finding a lion's cub asleep, gored him to death with his horns. The lioness came up and bitterly lamented the death of her whelp. A wild boar hunter, seeing her distress, stood at a distance and said to her, think how many men there are who have reason to lament the loss of their children, whose deaths have been caused by you. Oh my God! All right, now, all right. So now, I'm going to open it up for my guests. If somebody want to hit it first before I jump into this, you know what I'm saying? Do anybody got any words for that one? Or y'all want me to start it off? Start it off.
You can start it off. You can start it off.
All right, cool. All right. The bull. Now, wait, hold on one more time. See, because look, Mr. Thornton get quiet on me. He quiet. He wait. Those of you that want to really get a shot of wisdom, you need to hit me up at 614-556-4535 because I'm going to have to rebroadcast this one, right? You also got Jonathan waiting. He waiting in the bushes like that lion, waiting to strike on this. Y'all need to come and get these words, 614-556-4535. Now, the first thing that came to mind with this story is Malcolm X. Because Malcolm X got in trouble with the nation because when John F. Kennedy was murdered, the thing that Malcolm X said is that chickens coming home to roost never made me sad. I'm an old country boy. You know what I'm saying? And this story to me is talking about the principle of reciprocity, which a lot of us don't really like dealing with, because the principle of reciprocity talks about some of the things that we do in life coming back to haunt us, coming back to get us. And basically what the story is talking, what I'm hearing from the story is that a being of power, this lioness, because the lioness is the true hunter. The male lion is mainly a protector. He can hunt, but he's not as good and skilled at hunting as the lioness. The lioness holds a lot of power and is a symbol of power. And this symbol of power is caught slipping. And an animal that she would usually eat finds the lioness children and murders them. Now the lion comes back and she is grieved when she sees this, right? And a boar hunter, now we're going to get into we could talk about the boar hunter piece, but the boar hunter, it says, whisper from a distance. He said from a distance so he could get away. He threw that side comment, you know what I'm saying, I wonder how many men, you know what I'm saying, just like you have cried when they found their children dead, like you found your children dead. So now we got what this lion has done or possibly done in the past coming back to hunt this lion. You know what I'm saying? And in an unexpected way. You know what I'm saying? Because the lion is out hunting, and when she comes back from hunting, she finds that her very own children have been murdered, right? But somebody who's out also hunting, and somebody who has taken some other people or other beings' children, has the audacity to look at her and say, I wonder how many, let me read exactly for what it says. I think how many men there are who have reason to lament the loss of their children, whose deaths have been caused by you. You know what I'm saying? But he made sure he was at a distance when he said this because he became a victim. Now, so you got this lion, you got the bull, you got the boar hunter. Right? Now, you got all three of these. A bull is a strong thing, but when it comes to dealing with a lion, a bull, you get a lion competition, but in a lot of cases, if the lion gets a jump on a bull, it's over and done with. Now, first off, one lesson. This bull found the child of his enemy and how you say mercilessly? Merciless? Boy, having big lips is a mug. Without mercy. Without mercy, got rid of his enemy because he knew that little lion cub was going to grow up to be something that may either get him or get his children. And when an opportunity came for this bull to kind of to in a sense, get a step ahead of this lion, he took it. And no hesitation, no mercy, just went right in and mauled this little thing to death. Right? Then we got this lioness who's grieving the fact because she lost her children, she lost a piece of her future, right? So in her losing her future, that bull, who got away, by the way, may have gained more time in the future, as well as may have provided some future time for his own child. So sometimes we have to take advantage of some opportunities. But we got to be careful, you know what I'm saying? Also, the piece about the boar hunter, because the boar hunter was talking, because think about this, we all been in this situation where individuals are plotting on us, individuals are wishing for our downfall. They wish for our downfall, they pray for our downfall, but they never say it in our face. They always are doing it like this boar hunter. They're looking at us and they smile and they are enjoying when we are in pain. They're enjoying when we are having difficult times. They're enjoying it when we have some suffering. You know what I'm saying? So this folktale tells us about one, dealing with power. This folktale. I'm gonna stop for a second. I'm gonna stop because I'm going in. Anybody else got something they want to share? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to keep it going.
No, go ahead.
All right. How about you, Jonathan?
No, you keep going. I'm like the lion. I'm waiting for my turn.
You wait for your turn. All right. So now, because what's crazy is for me, the boar hunter, the wild boar hunter, is much like this lion. You know what I'm saying? Because both of them are hunters, and it's almost as if it's almost like that quote. I think they say when Jesus say something about pulling the plank out of your eye. It's like this boar hunter who hunts for the same reason that this lion hunts, is looking at the lion, judging the lion for what the lion does, but the boar hunter is doing the exact same thing. So it's almost like just in a couple of lines, just in a few lines, Aesop is able to throw in all these contradictions. And one of the things that this thing kind of always reminds me of, these stories are, life is a grouping of a bunch of contradictions. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got a boar hunter who goes around killing boars, you know what I'm saying, to eat or sometimes for sport. You know what I'm saying? He does this, but yet and still he judging the lion for what the lion does. Talking about how many men are crying because of the children you have taken. How many boar children are crying because of the the adult boars that you have killed. You know what I'm saying? So you got the kettle calling I don't know how to say it, the pot calling the kettle black. You understand what I'm saying? So we got one person that's a killer looking at another killer judging the killer. I'm like, wow, this is crazy, right? And the whole time we never hear from the bull. You know what I'm saying? We never hear from the bull. You know what I'm saying? All we know is that the bull is in the title. The bull finding a lion's club asleep, gored him to death with his horns. A lioness came up and barely lamented the death of her whelp. It also shows that even those individuals that are the harshest of killers experiences pain in life. Even those in power experience pain in life. We all have to put our pants on. We all have to deal with life, and we all have to we all suffer. You know what I'm saying? So all these beings in this story have similarities. You know what I'm saying? Because the bull, we don't know why the bull killed. Well, we do know. We got a good idea. But it's like we don't know what that bull may have lost someone or something dear to it because of a lion. It came up on the cub. It killed the lion. Right? The lion is bitterly weeping, but we know that the lion, after it weeps today, it will be hunting tomorrow. Just like this boar huntsman. You know what I'm saying? So in a sense, all these cycles are going to continue. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And it's teaching us that life constantly goes on. And we always have to remember that we all have to always one day deal with reciprocity. We all have to be prepared to deal with that reciprocity. Because if we are not ready to deal for that reciprocity, it will crush us. This lion knew that. I mean, this lion had to, in some form or fashion, expect some type of reciprocity to come back on it for all the lives that it's taken. Just like one day that boar hunter is going to have to suffer reciprocity. Just like that bull that took that little cub's life is going to have to suffer from life. We're going to have to suffer reciprocity. No matter what we do, we always have to prepare ourselves to be able to deal with the consequences of our actions. Which brings up the kids that I work with. A lot of our kids, and when I think about it, man, a lot of adults that we work with live life as if reciprocity does not exist. It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me how many people a lot of us interact with that actually don't even understand the process of reciprocity or really believe in it. But we'll get into that in a second. So somebody else, we got Brother D on the line. We got the Society's Truth, Brother Johnson. We got Brother Leroy Thornton on the line. Anybody want to share? Anybody out there that want to join, hit us up at 614-556-4535. Sorry for the long rant, but y'all know I love these folk tales. And as I talk about them, I go a little bit more into them. Hopefully you got something out of it. But if you want something really good from it, you need to tune in right now because you are in the presence of some thinking brothers. Each one of these brothers that I had a good conversation with, and if you do not catch this, you may be missing some wisdom that's going to save your life. Anybody got something they want to share on this story? Or do I need to read it again?
No,
I got. Go ahead. You know.
No, go ahead, Jonathan.
What I wanted to say was, what I wanted to tack on it was, is that what how Kim said, we do this, we do it in the same thing that the other people are doing, but we want to judge them, and this is, it kind of goes along with Chicago as a whole, as for what I see in Chicago, especially on social media. We have people that want to be gangs and want to be thugs, but then you got these thugs and gangs going around judging somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And y'all doing the same thing.
Right.
How can you judge me based on you don't judge me and you doing the same thing I'm doing? Because if you a killer and I'm a killer, we both killers. So. I ain't never killed nobody like this, man. What's the point of arguing? You know what I'm saying? What's the point of arguing about how you killed or what or how it's done? We both killers. Or if we we both, and like I said, the community down their own community because we out doing the same thing, and we want to just like on the job. Well, you got a coworker that don't do nothing. But you don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You hate your job. I hate the job. But you want to judge me on how I do my job. But you hate your job as much as I do. We come to work, clock in the same 40 hours. But you hating on me. You want to be a hater on me, though. You see something, and it's like the boy. See, the boy had a chance to hate. So he took an opportunity to hate. Although he was doing that same thing, and this is based on what society does. They wait till we. It's like I'm gonna use weed as a terminology. Everybody, from where I'm from, people smoke a lot of weed in Chicago, and people smoke a lot. And every time somebody ain't smoking, ain't nobody around. But as soon as you flame up, somebody coming around. You know what I'm saying? Why wait till I'm down to want to talk about it? Because as soon as I get up, you ain't got nothing to say, but he doing his thing. No, you was just down to me, like 2 weeks ago. Now that I didn't win a lottery, now you on my back. Now you want to be my friend. So that's the thing about the world itself, because we got to learn to uplift our communities, and not just uplift our communities. We got to learn how to stop judging people on the stuff that they're doing when we out here doing the same thing.
Now be pro.
If you notice, the boar hunter did his observation from a distance. Everything he said was from a safe place, because he knew that if he had been in the presence of the lioness while she was lamenting, he very well could have been a victim of that pain that the lioness was feeling. But excuse me, brothers, I had to take a step away. My son refuses to go to bed, and so I got to do the fatherly thing. Be back.
Y'all stop? Y'all stop?
No. I want to continue with it, but it's like this. The boar, like I don't know who said that, but like the boar, like you said, the boar was from the distance. See, we don't come up close when somebody down. We are always behind somebody. It's like when you down, when people talk about you, they don't talk about you up in your face. They talk about you from the distance. They talk about you from the distance, especially friends. I want to put that out there from a friend perspective, because a lot of times friends do what enemies do, and because it's like we got to be at a distance, because we don't want to feel that pain that you feeling. So we gonna just make our observations. We gonna do our thing, and I hate you from the distance, because we know that we can't be touched. Now,
or we think we can't be touched. See, because
exactly.
even in comments, it's like reciprocity. Reciprocity hits us regardless. You understand what I'm saying? So it could be physically, it could be mentally, it could be spiritually. You know what I'm saying? The energy that we throw out in the universe, we know that there's always something that comes back. So just in speaking, we think that we're safe. Like that hunter thought that he was safe. But really, when it comes down to it, if a lion wants to get him, the lion's gonna get him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna talk that, he gonna talk crazy from a distance. But if that lion really wants to get him, the lion can probably get that man. You know what I'm saying? So we think it's safe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and we have. I mean, it's a problem to me, because the main thing I see it on social media a lot. I see it in the world, here in Chicago, even in the suburbs I live in. We have a tendency to, I would like to say, down people. I rarely meet a lot of uplifters. You rarely meet a lot of people that try to do greater for the good. But what I see a lot is a lot of haters. I see a lot of people that, they, especially within my community, of black. Being black, period. They're down in their communities, and it's like you have to learn to use that as this, But I think that's the reason why a lot of times our children, I think the children of my generation is tough, because we down our own community. That's what we teach out there. That's what we implant in our minds, is to hate on someone else. We don't become uplifters ourselves, because what we see older people do. And I try to tell a lot of people that the younger generation and children there are reflections. The children underneath me, the children at 12, 10 years old, they are a reflection of me. So I have to do great, and I have to be a certain type of way, because if something was to, harm them, they'll be saying that because of mistakes that I've made. I don't believe that the younger generation has to pay for, the fact that we are not teaching our communities to be great and to show other people how to live. We're not showing our community how to raise money for the common good. We want handouts, but we don't want to give somebody else a helping hand, but we want a helping hand ourselves, and that's what, a lot of times happen in the community, and I feel like that when it comes to this Boar, he had a chance. He had a chance from the distance to hate and to make this matter of fact, he had the audacity to kind of like to attack the lion. And that's something that you don't want to do because in a time like that, if a lion is going to get you, he'll get you. Or if a lion wants to get you, he'll get you like. So it's not like that, hating. It was just that point in time he thought that he had a chance to kind of down someone else, and their time of despair and trying to regroup themselves. And a lot of times, the enemy or other people, they don't want to see, our community regroup themselves. If you look about Black Wall Street and how Black Wall Street is destroyed, and we can never recuperate from what was destroyed. What was the cause for Black Wall Street in the beginning? They don't teach that in our schools. They don't. A lot of times when you hate and you bring someone down to a level where they can't recuperate, it's like that's what we teach. That's what we teach the next generation. That's what keeps moving. It's like if it gets so bad, it becomes a movement. And that's what I can see going on in Chicago as a whole. We continue to hate, we continue to kill, we continue to steal, and we allow our friends to become our enemies. We are not careful who we allow in our circle. We just allow anybody in our circle. And that's one thing we don't do, and I think that's probably what could have caused the Lioness to lose their children. We don't know exactly what was the Boar's intention on killing but he killed him. But you don't know if the Lioness should have done prior to that. So a lot of times, be careful who you allow into your circle. A lot of times, you have to be watchful of things like that. She kind of let her guard down, and when she let her guard down, other people around in that circle were able to attack. Things that she cared about most. And that's one of the things that we, as a community, cannot allow, But I'm going to go ahead and let you say whatever you wanted to say. I kind of, keep it going. But I think that's what my thing is. Tim?
I'm sorry, I'm still here. I'm here. I had to silence the mic because I heard a lot of noise in the background. So, and then I was doing commercials and everything, man. Jonathan, boy, you, hey, man, hey, I heard you. But so now, Brother Thornton, Mr. Thornton, I ain't heard you. You got anything you want to drop on?
Yeah, I believe. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just believe it's on different levels. It's how you look at it, because if the Boar was able to kill the Lioness young, that means she wasn't in the area, or she wasn't watching over her young.
Right.
So when you don't watch over your young, the enemy will take advantage. So that's how I see it. And the hunter in the distance, whatever his representation of, and the first thing I thought about was the circle of life. But he wasn't being positive because, the circle of life, sometimes that happens. But the way he was saying it was, you have the things like that will happen when you're a hunter. The hunter will become the hunted, so to speak. So don't get mad because it happens when you're not on your point. And as he was saying it for a distance, I mean he had that much respect for this beast because he can also become the subject of mutilation from the powerful lioness, you know. So
word.
I'm not gonna cause any turmoil or uproar with this grieving mother over her child to say something that negative, but I'm gonna say it from a distance.
Right.
So,
it was something she might need to hear for the next batch of kids, huh?
Right. So we have to be more mindful, and if we wanna parallel this with real life experiences, you know, sometimes we gotta watch our young because I remember one thing you said to me in the office one day. You said people always get mad at this generation of kids, and we the ones who raised them.
Right.
You know, so you know, we just we have to protect our young from the enemy, and we're not doing that because we're not protecting our young. And I heard the brother talk about Chicago. We're not protecting our young because we acting like our young. We all the same.
Wow.
You know, we all do the same stuff. You know, rap has changed, but we still like rap music just like the kids like rap music. It ain't like our parents. They didn't have rap music. We had rap music. So and it kept going on to rap music. So we're losing our cultural rearing, if you will, of old school raising your children. We all carefree now. So I don't want to get off this in something else, but I just want to make sure.
But the piece is because we don't just want to talk about the folktales and just because the folktales aren't just for the situation, because you brought it right back to where it is, because now you're talking about you bringing it back to the community, because that's what the show is about. It's about bringing a lesson home, and that is what the point that you brought up is a very pertinent point, because you said we're not, she like her, like that lioness, we're not watching our young, and I missed that totally, because that is a dope. I mean, because that is a dope. That's a powerful statement. As a matter of fact, we're not only not watching our children, we're turning our children over to the bull.
Yeah, we are, because and then we want to get on TV, and even we're with our young, and then when they get killed or something bad happened to them, he was such a good boy, and I don't, you know he wasn't no good boy. He was a good boy when he was a boy. But as a man child, he became something else.
Because
he gave
most
up childish things.
Right. Or he tried to hang on to childish things too long. Because do you remember at a point in time where you used to be able to play and not hurt people? You know, when you was just a little cute dude and you could play with people and not hurt them, but then one day you started playing and you actually hurt somebody and you was just playing?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? A man child becomes very dangerous because he really don't know his strength. You know what I'm saying? Which a lot of our boys become. They become men children, because one, we're not watching our children, and because we're not watching them, they don't know what it means. Because like you said, because that's a whole other dope point. We're doing the same thing our kids doing. There's no separation. There used to be a separation between the generations. But
let me tell you. Let me tell you something real quick. This is you can have this. This is free. It ain't no more back rooms no more. All the walls is down. You know, it's kind of like the new houses. The new houses got open. It's open forum. The living room and dining room, everything is connected. So it ain't no more go in the back room, grown folks is doing something. It ain't. We all in the same room doing it.
Wow.
We all in the same
You know
room.
I'm still in there, right?
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I just said it.
Well, I mean, I just want to
verify.
verify. Right. I just want to verify. You heard? Well, no, only the people on the call. See, now what's gonna happen is I'm gonna upload this call. It's coming. No, seriously. Because when I have shows, good shows, I upload it. You know what I'm saying? I might, and then I'm going to pull it off for people that want to get it, because y'all going to have to, we're going to monetize. We got to figure out how to monetize, because I'm trying to get people to understand that, brothers, I don't know if y'all know, but there's people out here making a living doing what we're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all could imagine doing a show like this and being able to look at your bank account and get $2,000 in it just because you was doing what you love to do. I'm just saying that's why I've been working on this radio show for years. You know what I'm saying? This podcast, and I want to inspire other people to realize that we got some words, because that piece right there that you just dropped that they missed about there are no more back rooms. I mean, because I remember when my grandparents used to have card parties, man, it was a place for the kids and it was a place for adults. And you bet not have been out your place. You know what I'm saying? Bet not been.
Exactly. So this, you just brought it full circle. What in the world was a little baby lion out somewhere where it was able to be compromised?
Damn. So, because, hold on, I'm going to go back. I go back to the story. Hold on, I got to read. A bull find a lion club asleep. Now, because the question that's being asked is, what in the hell was a lion club doing somewhere where a bull would be comfortable walking? You know what I'm saying? The lion club, was the bull out of place, or was the lion club out of place?
Here, I'm going to tell you.
You know what I'm saying? You said what? You gonna tell us? Go ahead.
It might not even be a place, because the Bible always refers to, we're always sleeping and we miss it. We miss it. So you can look in the Bible; it refers to it in a lot of scriptures about y'all need to wake up. Even in school days, when he was like, remember in school days, he was like, wake up! That's right. So that could be a representation of us. Our children are asleep. We need to wake them up. We're not teaching them values. Like, it's Black History Month, and all I hear on it is about the caucus. Ain't nobody talking about no black nothing.
No black nothing.
No black nothing, because we
not even in the schools. We want to be politically correct.
No, yeah, we all want to be the same. We don't want ain't no black nothing.
Right.
Black. We're people. We're Americans. But it's not. I don't care what they say. It's going to be a division and a difference. I don't care how many multiracial couples we have. I don't care. It's going to be. It's a difference and a division, and we have to treat it as such.
Well, but that's what a lot of people miss. A lot of these people that want to whitewash everything miss is that part of America's greatness comes out of the ability of us to exist in difference. You see what I'm saying? Some of the creative things that was brought to the world because this is a place of difference. Jazz came out of difference. You know what I'm saying? That Africans have been together for a long time, but until we came into this place, we didn't have blues and jazz. We had forms of it, but we didn't have blues and jazz. This environment created that. This environment and all these differences coming together and meeting brought different ideas and different perspectives that allow greatness to grow. And by us, like you said, by us all trying to be the same and all of us being politically correct, we kill the creativity. Creativity can only prosper in a space where there's differences and new things to run into or new ideas to run into. You don't get creativity from using the same old thing and the same. I mean, just I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, but I hear you. I hear you. We got to be very careful trying to make everything the same, because when we do that, we lessen the power. Now, and back to the whole sleeping piece. It ain't just the baby sleeping; it's us sleeping. Because hold on, I want to go back. I want to read the story. Boom, boom, boom. The lioness came up. Because it don't even say that the lioness was out doing what she was supposed to be doing. So one, we don't know if the cub was in the right place to be asleep. We don't even know if the mama lion was actually out hunting. It says a bull finding a lion's cub asleep gored him to death with his horns. The lioness came up and bitterly lamented the death of her whelp. It don't say that the lion was out hunting. You know what I'm saying? Why else should your cub be sitting there by itself? And then again, you got to ask the question, why is the cub lying in a place where a bull feel comfortable when a bull, because I want you to think about this. The bull is the prey of the lion.
Right.
So why is the cub somewhere? It's sort of like when you go out late at night and you drive by a certain neighborhood and you see little kids outside.
Right. Right.
What the hell are they doing out there? I mean, that's the first person to come. Well, what? Why you out? You know what I'm saying? So, and it's sort of like, you know what I'm saying? And we allow our children out like that. So it ain't just the children sleep. It's us sleep too. It's adult sleep. And us not handling business in the proper way, because if she was handling business in the proper way, the bull wouldn't have found the cub. The lioness would have found the bull. And her and the cub would have been eating good. But she probably was out there kicking.
Which leads me to another dichotomy that you have, like in the classroom where you have the teacher. Because I mean, imagine this scenario where the lioness was teaching the cub to hunt, but was so focused on that, didn't pay attention to the fact that the cub wasn't paying attention and missed the entire lesson that was being given and left themselves open to be
vulnerable, to be compromised.
Right.
Right.
Kind of like situations where we have kids playing the dozens, and it gets serious, and and we just put people in a position to fail.
That cub was put in a position to fail. So that's one of the questions that need to ring out from this podcast. Are we putting our cubs in a position to fail? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I'm just gonna go back.
Yeah, and it goes back.
Go ahead. If that lioness was doing what she was supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying? Out on the hustle, because you know we believe here on Gye-Nyame Journey that the hustle builds muscle. So when you out on your hustle, right? I got to say it like that, you know. The truth, the hustle. When you out on your hustle, right? You know what I'm saying? You not only you're building for the future, right? So she wasn't building for her future, obviously, because we don't even know she was hunting. She was probably out tatting. She was looking for a lion daddy. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Like you say, like, you know, and a lot of times the parents are not just, like you say, the parents are sleeping and the children are sleeping. But a lot of times it becomes even worse when the children become parents and they're still children themselves. So that makes the situation even worse. So, like you said, it's like we all sleeping, and sometimes we gotta realize that we have to teach our young to not only protect themselves, but we also have to protect our young from a certain situation. If you look at police brutality in Chicago and the crime rates in Chicago, and the main subject in Chicago is Black Lives Matter. That's everything I see across social media. Black Lives Matter, black this and black that. But if we were to not to allow our children to step into the craziness, and to the downfalls that they have implanted. So you actually giving your sons and your daughters to the board. You actually giving them to them by not setting ground rules, not being street, and not being there to protect you. And like you say when he get killed. When you say he get killed, you like, oh, he was such a good boy. He wasn't no good boy. He got a gun and selling drugs all the time. How is he a good boy when you set your son up for that type of lifestyle? You know, and like you say, we used to have I remember that. I remember the back room. I mean, I'm only 19 years old, but in the 2000s, in my childhood, I was able to go outside and cross the street and not worry about having to, even when I was living in the city for about a couple of years, before I moved to the suburbs, I was able to live in the city and not have to worry about getting shot. I was able to live in the suburbs, and even bad neighborhoods I lived in, like Harvey and South Holland, I was able to cross the street and not have to worry about getting shot. But because during those times, it was a time that you had to be in the house before street lights come on. Not when the street lights were on, you had to be in the house before street lights came on. So you had to time when the street lights. You had to time the street lights before. What time the street lights come on? I got to be in the crib. But your mom came out looking for you. It's not like that anymore because you know why? Because the parents are sleeping, and why are parents sleeping? Because they're still children themselves. They have not been taught in the right direction to protect their young because they're still children themselves, and they don't know how to protect themselves as well. So how can you protect a cub when you don't know how to protect yourself? You see what I'm saying? And that's when you create the situation. And that's when you create the situation and you put yourself, and not only that, you put the young the life that you have created into a position where you give yourself up to the boy. Now you're both giving yourself up to the boy, and now you're both being compromised, and from that point, you know, so it's like we have allowed different standards for our children. We have allowed, and parents are now, like you said, parents are now becoming into children. There's no way parents should be on Snapchat like their kids. They shouldn't be into that Snapchat. They shouldn't be into Twitter, tweeting and all that. I mean, Facebook is too, but now you're on Instagram. Now you're posting pictures. You falling into the trap that we are falling in. And when we have to wake up and realize that we have to get out of those traps. But
yeah, that's the future of America, though.
I
didn't mean to cut him off, but that just go ahead. Go ahead.
Go.
Right, but that is the future of
America.
Ahead, sir. But that is the future of America, like you said, and we have to realize that we are giving. Not only are we giving our children up to the board, we are giving ourselves up to the board. We are, and just like this. You can't allow the board to stop doing something else when we are doing it to our own children and our own people. So when we start realizing what's really going on and start following into the board's trap, not only that, we have to protect our young. We have to bring back the back rooms and separate rooms because nowadays instead of protecting the kids, we sending the kids out to the parks and stuff so we can smoke a blunt. There's no way your kids should be outside in the park while you smoking crack and going and smoking weed. There's no way. If you have a kid, why in the hell are you smoking weed? Why in the hell are you doing all these drugs and laying and trying to party when you got a 12-year-old, 6-year-old son? And then on top of that, when he's 16 years old, he killed off a huge other good boy. You don't know what the hell he was doing because guess what? You were smoking a blunt.
I got one more question. Where was the pride? Where was the rest of the pride?
What was the fact? Well, hey, see now you got to remember.
That's what I was going to say. Not the
that
pride.
You got to remember
the dad or the
right. Aesop came up in a situation that we are in right now. You know what I'm saying? He was released from slavery. Look at our people. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's almost as if, like I say, it's almost like our ancestors were sending us messages. This is like a letter from Aesop about the very situation we in. Because, I mean, it's almost crazy that when I have a good conversation like this, we always could take this story and we could find how it fits into today. You know what I'm saying? Where is, your brother say, where is the pride? Where is the family? Where is the father? You know what I'm saying? You got a single mother here. I mean, that was one of the things. We got a single mother here, right? With a child that is totally exposed to a world full of enemies. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's like it's almost as if it's normal, like it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, this is incredible, man. I mean, when you really look at it, because like it's like y'all dropping jewels, man, and people out there missing it. 614-556-4535. Now I want to go back to the social media piece. I'm not gonna say that it's wrong for the parents to be on Snapchat. I'm not gonna say that it's wrong for people our age to be on Facebook and Twitter. But what I am gonna say is there is a certain way that you need to use it, because those are tools. And just like any tool, I could take a hammer and I could put a nail into a wall. Or I could take that hammer and I could tear a wall down. You know what I'm saying? The social media are tools. So what I choose to post on Facebook is a lot different than what some of the people that may be on my timeline might want to post. I'm not posting fights. I find news, I'm curating news. You know what I'm saying? I'm not posting my personal business about my relationship. I'm not posting the fact that I got money or that I don't have. You know what I'm saying? I'm posting opportunities. I'm posting food for thought. You know what I'm saying? And you can do the same thing with Instagram. I mean, with my Instagram, I'm trying to come up with creative ways to get images out there. Because like I told y'all, man, I'm trying to build a multimedia company. There's too much money out there for us to be struggling. You know what I'm saying? And all of us either got kids or working on getting kids, and we need to be able to spend that quality time with them so that they won't get caught asleep by the bull and mauled to death.
Yes, sir.
Oh, but hey, I want to thank y'all for joining me for the show, because we are at 10 o'clock, and it was a marvelous discussion. And remember, these folk tales aren't just for kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's crystallized wisdom, man, and it's a whole bunch of good stuff. And I'm only on page 178. So my show will be going on beyond page, beyond page 331. So, hey, this is Brother Hatim. I was joined by Brother Leroy Thornton. I was joined by Society's Truth. Check out his podcast, Society's Truth on Spreaker. Hey, Jonathan, have you started working on your YouTube channel yet, sir?
Actually, I have not worked on my YouTube channel, but I did launch off Society's Truth clothing line. I did launch off my clothing line, so I do have where you can have the Society's Truth logo as well as the design itself. So I did launch that off, but I am working on my own YouTube and a bunch of other things. But that's the only thing that I can suggest out there is that I do have a link for Society's Truth, and you can follow it. You can actually see it up and look it up. It's called Society's Truth .squareshirt.com. Again, that is Society with the Society with the S capitalized and the T is capitalized. So you would spell so it's Society's Truth with the S being capitalized and the T being capitalized, and you put .squareshirt.com, and you'll be able to see my products and what I have available. So I do have.
All right. Send me some so I can post it up on the blog. Mr. Thornton, you got anything? Any way people get in contact with you, or what are you working on? So when I post this up, people got to get a good idea.
Well, I'm still working on my nonprofit, Innovate Success. So I'm still trying to get that out. I don't have, and if anybody out there do illustrations, and I probably need to get with you to get me a blog going and a little website page. But that's what I'm working on now, trying to get my mentoring together and my summer programs and all that stuff going. So I'm doing a lot of community work right now. So I'm actually trying to put a manual together right now for community engagement. So the proper way to do it. So that's what I'm working on right now. So you'll hear more from me, and I'll have some things up, and we'll link up, because I some things I wanted to discuss with you. That's why I called in. So it's coming.
Okay. All right.
All right.
And Brother D, what's going on? You got any announcements?
Yeah, we building this energy business.
Oh yeah,
I'll let the Gye-Nyame journey.
Well, yeah, because he be trying to take all the customers, y'all. Yeah, y'all got to help Gye-Nyame get it before Brother D do. He trying to take all the customers. But hey,
it all benefits the.
You're right. It all benefits the center. So hey, we able to be AEP, and in a minute we're gonna be able to be Columbia Gas. So hit us up. For anybody that's interested, on Saturday we will be having a meeting over at the Millennium Community School, 3500 Refugee Road, and this week we will be starting learning how to use these Chromebooks, learning how to get on this internet, learning how to use this social network, learning how to build your blog or a website. So if you want to come and learn, because we're going to be doing it, because I don't want nobody out there talking about, hey, it's on and popping, because like I told my young people, my young men last week, 2 weeks ago, I said our new weapon is these Chromebooks, these computers. We got to learn how to get on this battlefield called the internet. And we got to fight for our peace and our territory. We got to fight for it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we got a multimedia company. People just don't know it yet. But, this is Gye-Nyame Journey. I want to thank you for joining us on Folktale for Grown Folks, and I hope you got something out of it. Those of you that only caught half of the discussion, keep your eyes and your ears open, because I will be posting up the other part of this conversation where you get the real wisdom. You only get me when you just listen on Spreaker until I'm able to figure out how to integrate them. I'm working on that, right? But the real conversation goes on with these men on the side of me. These are my brothers, and as they say, iron sharpens iron, right? So I throw an idea out, and they start chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? And then they throw an idea, and I start chopping it up. This is how we become better at what we do. You know what I'm saying? This is how we become better at what we do. So, hey, remember, your hustle builds muscle. Keep the hustle up. Keep on pushing. This is Brother Hatim. This is Gye-Nyame Journey. This is Folktales for Grown Folks, and we are out.
Peace.
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 Hey.